Bardic Cauldron Adventures, young and old, where daring adventures and terrible jokes are told. Welcome back, everyone, to our next episode of Grandma Hollow. I'm excited to go ahead and get us started off this evening. Snoop, go for it.
Yes, last we left off, there was not that many members of the party present, but the ones that were traveled to Altenheim after initially not wanting to travel to Altenheim. They made their way along the path, meeting a strange pig-headed merchant, Clant Mamona, who was a fun little traveling companion there. Upon reaching the city of Altenheim, the group spent the majority of their first day there kind of just exploring the town, finding some missing children's posters, witnessing a public burning in the marketplace, and hunting down Clifford in his family home. After a lot of convincing, Clifford still didn't want to come back. Not until he did, some stuff to help. And with the help of his brother and a certain witchy woman, Clifford has seemed to, at least for the time being, have somewhat of a control over the beast. And that is where we left off with that happening. It is, for the rest of you still in town, it is a bright and early morning. And then you guys stayed the night in just like some tavern, kind of in the slummier part of town. Is there anything you all would like to do?
Was it, divulged what the one did to get publicly burned?
Oh, that's right, because you weren't really here.
Yes.
Let me find it real quick.
Which
Well, yes, but what was specifically said, because you weren't here, I'll repeat it for you. They said, for the crime of practicing foul blood magics in our fine city of Joy. That was what their crime was.
Clifford.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a little hint there, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yep.
But yeah.
So also, I'm speaking with a new accent while we're here. I have a mask on my face as I have to keep a low profile, as I explained to the party when we arrived, that I had been in Altenheim and had to leave because the voices told me that people were out for my blood.
Literally.
Have we?
We don't really know.
Yep.
Have we?
Well, no, there was more of a
This
backstory.
sounds like a really dumb question. Did we go towards the church at all?
No.
Alright, so okay.
They did not.
Sammy.
Ursana did?
Sammy. I kind of went to the thing that's next to it.
Oh, you went to Clifford's house.
Yep.
Well, no. You guys
Okay.
didn't go to the church, no.
No.
Okay, cool. Honestly, Foodma would be interested to see what's going on. Mainly, to see what he can find out about actually the woman actually performing, blood magic or not. And also trying to find out why these people were wanting Orasana's blood. Because it was the people at the church that were...
Honora.
Yes.
Wrong name.
Honora, that one. That name.
Honora would very much caution you not to go to the church.
Yep.
There were some people that wanted my blood. Some people think I'm just an abomination, or thought I was just an abomination, and that I survived the plague due to bad, evil magic. And then some people think I'm blessed. It's all complicated, and I would really rather you not mention my name. I am
going there
operating
on my own accord.
I'm operating under stealth, yes, but you would have been here for when I explained all of this earlier.
All right. Well, then
so
I
I
will.
knew that background.
I will go on my own if I have to, and learn what I can. Then.
So you're wanting to go to the Church of the Heart Keepers.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see what the reaction is to a seraph walking around.
So
You're
let me ask
doing
you
this by
this.
yourself.
I should be fine if they are
Huh.
a religious group. Then perhaps my presence might
We-
ease them.
We were already getting stairs on the way in. I don't think you'll be able to get to that side of town easily. Like, just getting near the place, the rich area, so much having to jump over walls and gates and avoid things. Just, I don't think it's gonna be as easy as you think it is.
Let me ask you.
fly
Let me
over.
ask you this. Let me ask you this, then,
Just let him fly over. Just nobody can stop him.
Let me ask you this, Dumo. So there is so the kind of reddish building in the back here, like near where the cliffs are, the back of town.
Yeah, I see
So
that.
that's like Heartkeeper HQ. Like that's like the main church. But there is wait a second, hold on here. Let me light my almost forgot to light my ceremonial incense.
Ew,
Okay.
dear.
But there is also like several other smaller, like more publicly accessible churches. So which one of those were you wanting to go to?
All right. So, from my understanding, this is a theocracy, which is basically the church runs.
Technically, it is a monarchy. The emperor is in charge. The church is a very, very powerful entity, though.
Okay.
Trying to find the.
Would this be sort of like
Emperor's
the
meeting.
okay, not to be that guy, like the Southern Baptist Commission or whatever? Is that what that basically is?
Yeah, Honora would have explained to you
Okay.
that this church is very judgmental and harsh and not something to trifle with.
Did they force you to go to college, or did you do that on your own?
They forced me.
Remember? Yeah.
So it was college or the military. I'm kidding.
Let me see.
I
About-
don't know if you gathered from my personality, I'm not quite fit for the military.
No, not at all.
I still think you're faking it
Never.
right now.
Yes,
Okay,
no,
yes.
this accent is absolutely a fake. That is something I explained as we were
Or
coming in.
is
That
it?
I needed to disguise myself as much as possible, so I am wearing a porcelain mask that I use minor illusion to animate like a face, even though it is definitely a mask. I have my hair pulled back and sort of dyed brown. I am wearing gloves and keeping my body covered so nobody can see my pox marks. I am very much incognito.
While everyone around is just like a beacon.
All right. Let me start.
You all are like a beacon. Like she's still dressed in a way that's very odd, but she's
Yes.
not covered in like pox scars.
Yes.
Where
Like
I'm
you
just,
all
like,
are,
tattoo face.
you all are quite literally the definition of a motley crew. Like you guys are a strange bunch, that's for sure.
I'm not.
You're a bunch of
Yeah,
Dungeons
you
and
are.
Dragons characters that rolled up. You're a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons characters that just rolled up into the Vatican.
Pretty much.
Yes.
That's not a bad explanation.
I should look relatively normal.
You have a ghost hanging. in
Well, nobody else can see the
that.
ghost.
That is right.
Compared to
Well-
all the other people in your party, you're the most normal looking. Yes.
However, I'm pretty sure this is a town of humans, and I am still an elf. That's
no,
like my
not
only odd,
necessarily just humans.
like my only odd feature.
Yeah, I was
Um.
about to ask, do we have to cover our ears?
No, God, no.
Okay.
It's nothing that bad.
Your
Okay.
tattoos,
No.
however, are not very popular here.
They're not exactly very easily hideable.
Also for the players who were not here last week, even though their characters were, you also would have seen Honora perform in a square around town. However, I did not play my viol, I did not play music, I did not sing, I did storytelling instead and told of the brave deeds defending, oh gosh, what is the name of the town that we just came from?
Crow's Rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
The brave defense of the siege of Crow's Rest. However, I left out my own actions, and I also left out Kellum's as well, because Kellum and I are freaky goth people, and the people of this place will take kindly to freaky goth magic.
And I was shopping for a watch.
Let me start
Yes.
with one of the smaller churches first. Let's see how far I get there. Then, if they just happen to take kindly to me, then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Do you need someone to go with you?
No nose goes. I'm touching my nose.
Let him go on his own? A lizard with wings is going on his own to a church.
Yes.
Alright.
What could possibly go wrong?
That works.
Saying that
Hey,
he's a Zerf and...
it's really not the
breaking-
strangest thing I've heard today.
Okay.
I'll give it a
Okay.
shot.
So you were doing that. You're going watch shopping. What are the other two of you doing? And then Clifford, we'll get to you in just a second.
I kind of want to avoid people right now, but
Just stay in the tavern.
is that avoiding people? There's people at the tavern. Oh.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, here. Yeah, sure. Slum tavern.
You're just staying in the tavern, just like avoiding the outside world.
I just got pushed out of a bloody window.
That
Yes.
was yesterday.
I'm still mad about it.
Fair
I
enough.
don't like being touched. And I got pushed out a window, and I couldn't do anything about it. And I had to run, and I didn't like that. I am staying.
Okay. And then Honora, what about you?
I'd like to investigate the missing children.
Investigate the missing children. Okay, cool.
I didn't know there was missing children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the posters.
there's missing
Someone
missing
came in.
children's posters. There's one in the handout section of the like where your character sheets are. There's a handout section with like an example one on there.
Okay,
Um,
well, that changes what I'm doing then, because Kellum would immediately investigate missing children for
so you're not
obvious
going watch
reasons.
shopping.
No, he would go look for missing kids.
Fair enough. Okay.
You want to
So you
team
two
up?
are doing that. Okay. Are you teaming up? That's a good question.
Yes.
I assume so. Okay. You guys are doing that. Orisana is chilling in the tavern for today. Thumo is going to the church. Clifford, the thing you had done last session was like early in the morning. So about the time that everybody else has woken up, you have come back into town. Is there anything specific you would like to do? You and your brother are like riding on horseback, like in town. You're still pretty beaten up.
Yeah, I have a level of exhaustion. I'm cut up and bruised. I look like I've got the shit kicked out of me. Do I want anything? I don't think he'd go shopping, but at the same time, I don't have shit.
Nothing?
No, he's headed back home. He wants to sleep this shit off.
Fair enough. Okay. So let's see.
But I mean, if they see him, they see him. He's not hiding. He's too
Okay,
tired
yeah,
to just
yeah.
hide.
Yeah. So let's see. We'll start with
You sure
Thumo
you're not
here.
hiding? He did tell his brother to send us away. That's
It's true.
those who weren't here.
He did do that. All right. So Thumo, yeah, you easily enough make your way into like the nearest. Did you go to the closest one, or do you try to find like a nicer part of town to go to?
Let's go to one of the nicer ones. Let's not go to
Nicer ones?
HQ, but let's go to a nicer one.
Oh, okay. I misheard you for a second. Okay, so you kind of make your way up north a little ways, into a. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm dumb, and I looked at this map. These aren't gates. They're not checkpoints. They're bridges. They're crossing over waterways.
That makes much more sense.
Yeah. So I'm kind of dumb. There's no checkpoints. We're gonna rot that a little bit because I looked at this map wrong. They're bridges. That's all they are. Um,
Oh, okay.
so that whole stealth stuff was not really necessary. Well, it kind of was on the way there, but not so much on the way back.
Okay.
So Thumo, you make your way to like a little bit of a nicer part of town, and into one of the Heart Keepers' churches. Um, it is decorated all over with iconography of Aurelia, the divine of mercy and restoration and healing. Um, and it is a very nice building, very well kept. Stained glass windows, and nice brickwork. You make your way inside, and it seems to be there are people inside, but it's not extremely busy. You see, there is a priestly figure draped in the garb of a priest of Aurelia. It's kind of standing near the front, kind of towards where the altar would be. Just kind of in prayer. Seems like there's like a little bit of a prayer group going on right now.
I does it look like they are finishing up prayer, or that they are doing like are they doing Bible study at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, you wait for a couple moments, and you see as you walk in, people kind of turn to look at you, and I mean, you all draw a lot of stares of attention, just in general. You especially, Thumo. Um, and Yeah, they keep going for a few minutes, then everybody that's in there kind of currently begins to get up and leave. A couple older folks stay behind and just keep praying. And then the priest kind of looks up, kind of looks at you, doesn't really say anything, and then just kind of goes about doing his priestly business.
I will go ahead and approach the priest.
Priest. All right, yeah, you see, it is it's like an older human man, maybe in his like late 50s or so. He's kind of got a bald head. He's got a kind of thin build, with his robes on. And he sees you approaching, and he kind of stops what he's doing and turns to face you. Yes, is there something I can help you with?
Yes, name's Thumo.
It's nice to meet you, Thumo. I am Father Valentius.
Father, it's a pleasure to meet you. I apologize if I'm ignorant in beliefs or not, but what is it that you worship here? Or, let me rephrase, what do you practice, your basic beliefs?
Second here.
Hello?
Yeah, give me a second here. I was doing a thing. That's not the question I thought you would ask.
Oh, okay.
Kind of looks at you quizzically for a second. I'm not sure I understand the question. Especially seeing your wings there. Feel if anyone would know what we practice here in the church, it would be yourself.
Pretend that I know what you're talking about. Do I know what he's talking about?
I mean, you know about the Church of the Heart Keepers. They worship Aurelia. They still worship Aurelia. Who is
was Nicholas a servant or
Yes.
Okay,
Nicholas
okay.
was a servant of Aurelia originally.
Okay, so
So like pretty similar stuff.
and I assume that I am new to town, but when I arrived, there was a public burning. Is that... Is that... Pardon the... Pardon the pun, is that... what mercy really is?
Don't mistake the two, Thumo. The incident you saw occur had nothing to do with the church. That is a occurrence that has grown more common since this Arcanist Inquisition arrived to town. Has nothing to do with the Church of the Heartkeepers. We do not quite believe in such extreme measures, per se.
Right. That puts my heart more at ease. I was hoping I was
Yes,
not
the
believing
Inquisition.
in the wrong thing. I hope you understand.
Yes, of course. The Inquisition falls under more of the territory of Imperius as well, and not so much as Aurelia or Nicholas.
Thank you, Father, for that. Question. What would it take for anyone, let's say me for instance, to visit the main church?
Might I ask why you're interested?
I'm new to Seraphood. Nicholas was as much as a stranger as I would assume wings are to most fish. I just want to learn more. That is all.
To enter the headquarters of the Heartkeepers Church, one would need an invitation from Pope Roland himself. Now, while this can be quite difficult for most, I assume one with your interesting circumstances might find it easier.
Pope Roman, he's the head of the church, the main branch.
Yes, Pope Roland is in charge of all of the church's biddings and businesses.
Thank you. I will keep that in mind in case if things change. Father, what is your... How long have you been doing this?
For about all of my adult life. The church is everything to me. A lot of these people have.
You went quiet on me, Snoob.
Oh, God. He says he's been doing it for his entire adult life.
Yeah, I heard that part. So basically, he's just been doing it his entire time. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything like important. Father, I appreciate your time. Be safe.
Yes, of course. Blessings of Aurelia upon you.
And you as well.
You leave.
As I'm walking out, can I just do a quick, look at the ground, look at the pews? Is there any sort of, funky, sketchings, sigils, or Any false floors?
Are you just doing like a quick
Yeah.
glance as you pass?
Yeah, just a quick glance, just taking in the church while also doing that.
Make a perception check for me.
11.
Not that you can see on your way out.
Great. I'm gonna go out there with a smile on my face, knowing I accomplished absolutely nothing.
There you go. Well, you can learn a little bit of something.
Yeah.
Cool. So moving on to Honora and Kellum. So how are you two going about your lookings around?
I'd like us to have collected all of the posters that we could see and or collect information from all the posters we saw about the specific children and if there's any information about where about they were last seen to see if we can pin
Okay.
down a general area where the disappearances may be happening.
Okay, so go ahead and just roll me, both of you roll me a quick investigation check.
But I got a natural 20.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. So that kind of does it. So yeah, you kind of make your way around. You see a lot of yeah, 15 would have done it too. You kind of make you guys do a little bit of like a loop around town a little bit. There is like, bounty boards kind of posted every so often, every couple of blocks. There's quite a few. I'd say in total you find like 10 separate posters all around town. They don't, just from looking at the information on them themselves, they seem like the children seem to have gone missing kind of in the same area where the posters are. So like you pick one up in the marketplace and it's like last known location is the marketplace. You pick one up in a more residential district and it says, like last seen on like this street. That sort of thing. There doesn't seem to, just from looking at them, there doesn't seem to be quite a any like noticeable similarities to them.
I want to. Is there contact information for the parents?
No.
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 Do they have the children's names on there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ask some shopkeepers if they know the parents of such and such child's name.
Okay, real quick though, because there was one other thing I was gonna mention. Posted on one of the bounty boards, Honora. You with your nat 20, you weren't even looking at this, but you just happened to kind of catch it out of the corner of your eye. You see a wanted poster for the same guy who was leading the raid on Crowe's Rest.
Interesting.
If you could look at that any further, or
yes, I would like to investigate that further. What other information is there about that not so gentleman?
there's not a whole lot. From what you can see, it says wanted, brigand wolf, WOLFE. Wanted for conspiring against the crown, raiding supply lines. Typical brigand stuff. His bounty is 5,000 gold pieces.
Did we kill him back in the raid at Crow's Rest?
No.
No. Okay.
We did not even get close to him.
He was the guy who sat up on the hill the entire time and just kind of watched.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will point this information out to Kellum. I am tempted to take down the poster, but it would be useful for other people to know, so I don't.
Okay. So you leave that there.
But I would take notes on the information therein, so.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
the same thing about the children posters. We don't need to collect them as much as just write it all down.
Because perhaps other people can find them if they see them, so leave them up.
Okay, so
Yes.
you guys are just writing them down, and yeah, all of them are pretty much in the same format as the one in handouts. It's
there-
just
Is there information about who, like, what entity is posting the poster? Like, who do we report to? Like, if, for example, we find the children, who do we report to?
I mean, you could assume like the city guard, but other than that, it doesn't necessarily say a specific entity or name organization.
Thank you.
Okay, so are you going with Kellum to try to find parents,
Yes,
Honora?
I'm not leaving Callum's side. He's not going anywhere by himself in this
Okay,
case.
okay. Um, so you guys go. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna make you guys roll because you rolled a natural 20. I'll say this will carry over to that. You guys, you're just on point today. The two of you are, and you guys go to a couple different shops. Just doing some inquiring. Before eventually you do get a name and an address of some of the parents. The shop owner seems to be somewhat buddies with them. Um, and you guys get a house that you can look through. Let's see here. Um,
So the parents let us in.
uh, yeah, I was trying to get a name here real quick. But all these names fucking suck.
While
Okay,
you're
yeah.
looking,
So go ahead.
while you're looking for a name, I was going to ask Honora why is she following me everywhere.
I'm afraid you might do something magically suspicious and catch the attention of the heart keepers and end up burnt alive.
Hmm, very sweet of you, but I've been in towns before.
Yes, but perhaps not this one.
Hmm. I wouldn't know. I've only got like 40 years of memories. So, yeah, sure. Just kind of ignore it and knock on the parents' door, and now we're at the house.
Yes. You guys knock on the door to this house. You see it is a human couple, about middle aged. You see there's like a man who kind of creaks the door open and kind of peeks his eye out. He's like, "Can I help you?"
Yes, I'm actually a traveling investigator, and I have learned that there's missing children. I'm trying to just see what I can do to help, and I was told by some of your neighbors that you guys had a child missing.
He kind of takes a second. Uh, that is correct.
Very sorry for your misfortune.
What can I help you with?
We're just trying to investigate. Can you tell us about the day he went missing?
This specific one's actually a little girl, but you wouldn't have known that.
Oh,
So, he, he kind of stops for a second and kind of closes the door. You hear like something unlatch, and the door swings open. It's just the two of you.
I
Yes,
Come inside.
thank you.
I go inside.
He closes the
follow.
door, latches it. See, there's like a little couch and a little table. Kind of gestures for you guys to go sit down there. He takes a seat in a chair that's kind of placed nearby. Um, I guess it's been about a month since our daughter went missing, and they haven't turned up anything. I wish I could be of more assistance, I truly do, but it was a day like any other. She ran off with her friends to go play and frolic, and she didn't come home that night, or the night after that, or the night after that, and of course we filed a missing report with the guard, and, well, they found nothing.
Where does she usually play?
her and her friends would like to run across the bridge to the lumberyard, cross and play in the woods and the trees. It's safe enough with the lumberjacks around. They scare most of the beasts off, and she's been doing that since she could walk pretty much. Just never saw anything wrong with it, but
How old is she?
she's 7.
Kellum will be writing pretty much all this down on some scrap paper he's got, like, trying to look as professional as possible for this individual. Partner?
Is there any?
I'm observing very passively and keeping the facial expression of my mask perfectly neutral as I listen.
Okay.
Is there any other questions I can assist you with?
Would you have anybody that is out to get you? Personally? Or professionally?
No, not that I could even come close to thinking. My wife runs a small bakery in town, and it's not like the baking industry is quite cutthroat or anything. I really don't know what to make of it.
Have any of her friends gone missing?
Not that I'm aware of, but I haven't got out of the house much lately. I couldn't really tell you.
Could you give us names, information about the friends she was off playing with when she disappeared?
Yes. He gives you a list of other little kids' names, and
What was the
he knows
monster's child?
Oh, but even
I can't write that down.
no, that was not the name of the child. The kid on the you guys would have known the name on the poster. You wouldn't. So the name on the poster is Gratia.
Thank you.
Yeah. New doc. Okay. Sorry, taking notes. How do you spell Gratia? Gratia?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Oh, duh. Oh, yeah, I had it right. Cool. Gratia. All right. Well, I ask if he cares if I look in a room.
Roll persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Good. He does not look thrilled about that.
I tell him I will be very respectful. I just need to make sure that there wasn't anything, coming up to your guys' place, talking to her, something malicious, any evidence of anything here that might made her choose to run away from her friends in the woods, that potentially tricking her.
I would, if you think it will be of use, but try to make it quick.
I will be very quick. Investigation or perception?
He leads you over to the room. It'll be investigation.
God bless it.
Rolling good.
Although I don't think there's actually anything in there, it's entirely possible.
You look around. Yeah, nothing really. Nothing super like out of the ordinary, unfortunately. There's no weird drawings of any like demonic entities. There's no like creepy dolls. It just looks like a little kid's room. I mean, there was creepy
Outside.
dolls, but no exceptionally creepy dolls.
Anything out the window that I can see, or is there even a window?
There is, but it just kind of leads out into a back alley. There's nothing super with a 22. There's not really anything that you can pick up that would really catch on your radar.
All right. Well, I'll very quickly, promptly leave. Thank him, and I tell him I won't make any promises, but I will search for all of the missing kids and take my leave.
Thanks to
Of course
both of
will
you.
follow.
Okay. So, what else are you two doing?
I think we should chase down those other children that we were playing with little Gracia before she went missing.
I agree.
Okay. So you guys start to track down all the other little kids. While you guys are doing that, is there anything else anybody wants to do right now?
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you guys spend another hour or so. And they live in all different parts of town. He knew where a couple of them lived, but not. Huh? He knew where some of them lived, but not all of them. So you guys find a few houses. The first one you come to, there is it seems to be like a little elven household. Kind of knock on the door. There's a little elven lady greets you. She's like, can I help you all with anything today?
I give the same spiel. Investigator from out of town, looking into the missing child Gratia for the family. We understand that their child is a friend, and we just want to interview. We'll be very quick, very respectful. Let all that spiel.
Go ahead and just roll me a persuasion check again.
I'm going to very subtly whisper guidance into his ear.
All right.
Fancy. Persuasion. It's alphabetical. Why is this so complicated?
Epic.
That's 3 rolls in a row that have had dirty 20 plus capabilities. I'm scared for what happens later.
Yeah, when you need it, it's going to be on at once.
Yeah. Blew all of my good rolls in the first 10 minutes.
Go ahead and roll that guidance as well, just to see how high.
Just to see.
Right. D4, right? Yeah.
Yeah, D4.
Yeah.
21. There you go.
The ones have started. We talked it into existence.
You all see as the mom kind of closes the door, comes back a few moments later with this little elven boy. He's got little, messy blonde hair. He kind of looks, the mom kind of looks at you and goes, oh, hang on a second. It's like, go on, Leaf. Tell them what you know. And the boy kind of looks up again and is like, who are you?
My name's Jerry. Jerry the investigator. Can you tell me what happened when your friend went missing?
Are you talking about Gradia?
I am.
Well, that was a while ago. Let's see here. See how well his memory is. Oh shit. Okay.
Autistic child with perfect recall?
Well, he's not autistic, but I rolled a nat 20 on his little history check there.
Damn.
The trauma of the day.
Yeah, there we go.
Memory very well.
It's like, well, we were all playing in the woods. We did that a lot. And I think we were playing hide and seek. And we got done. And we came back for the day. And we all started to go back home. We all went our separate ways. And then I remember I followed Gratia for a little bit, because sometimes I follow them because I think it's fun. And it looked like she was talking to somebody. I didn't see who it was, but it was someone. And then I left.
You know what they
Do you
look.
remember what street you were on?
No, I
Do
don't
you
know
kn-
my roads.
do you know the block? Is there a store nearby, like one of your favorite candy places, or anything like that close to it that you could remember?
I think it was close to her house. I think, but I'm not sure. That was a while ago.
Have any of your other friends gone missing?
I hope not. Mom and Dad keep me in the house nowadays, so I really don't know. I haven't seen them in a while.
That's very smart of your mum and dad.
Kind of look at the mom. Do you know of any other of his friends? Have you heard news? Simply what?
Not particularly. I don't keep up with his friends' families per se. I let him keep about his own business.
Okay. Okay. Well, thanks, little guy. Thanks, little guy. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
I got just one more question. Do you remember anything funny about the guy that you kind of saw?
No, he wasn't funny.
You know what he was wearing? Was it a big dark coat or?
It was kind of dark. I didn't see him too good. But I think he had a coat on. I couldn't see him really well. It was getting kind of dark when we came back.
I understand. All right. Thank you so very much.
Do you remember what their voice sounded like?
No, I didn't hear what he was saying. He kind of got down so he could. I think he was whispering. No, I didn't. I was staying away. I didn't want Graudia to see that I was following her.
That was very smart of you. Did you hear anything Gratia was saying to the man? Or was it a man, or could you not tell?
I couldn't really tell. No. I saw them start to walk away, and they started walking towards where I was. So I started. I ran away. I got scared.
That was very wise. You stayed out of danger, and you got information that no one else had. You have quite the makings of an investigator yourself someday.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Leaf. Leaf's mum.
Farewell.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.
The mom kind of ushers him back inside and closes the door.
Oh. Now we have a general wide bunch of city blocks to canvas.
There we do.
Let's see if we can narrow it down by talking to other parents of missing kids.
Okay. Go ahead. Both of you go and just roll me another investigation check. Okay. Okay. 12. Okay. Between the two of you, unfortunately, you guys don't really come up with any new information for the rest of the day. You kind of ask around a couple more houses, and it seems like the information that you have gotten is pretty much what you're going to get for the time being. Doesn't seem like there's any. Just asking around.
Are there any similarities among the children? I know there were boys and girls missing, but are they around the same age? Or if we see pictures of them, do they look similar in any fashion? Is there any discernible pattern so far?
Are they all human?
Talking about the ones who are going missing.
Yes.
Let's see. I mean, they're all like between the ages of like 5 and like 10. 10 I mean, other than that, it's mostly human, but that's just because this city's population is mostly human. You assume. There is like a half elf, like a little dwarvish kid who went missing.
So it's
But
definitely
doesn't seem to be any like discerning pattern to it really, which is a little frustrating.
well, to help explain why nobody's figured it out yet. Um, so,
Can I ask something even though I'm not there?
Yeah.
Are they, what economic status are they like? Is it just all over town? Is it more lower class, upper class?
I'm assuming it's all lower class. We're in the poor part of town, aren't we?
Well, I mean, you guys, I assume, have been walking because like Gratia's house would have been in the like we'll say like in this general area, so like not
That's
not
Gratia's
the
house.
that's like the general area. It's a building in that area, we'll say. But like not necessarily any. I guess one thing that is kind of is there's um no like noble children. It looks like.
Okay. So my plan, as the day is coming to like nighttime, right? Like it's getting late.
And later, it's like maybe like 5 or 6. You guys have spent the majority of the day looking around and investigating.
When it comes nighttime, or more specifically, dusk. Uh, it seems to be when Gratia was taken, because they were on their way home from the woods, and as such, I'm just going to take first watch. I'm going to stay up. I'm going to kick it in some kind of park bench somewhere that's not going to bug a guy who's just laying there. And I'm going to have the ghost fly up kind of high and see through her eyes and just watch the neighborhood from up high and see if I see any kids walking by. And if I see
Okay.
anybody talking to kids that shouldn't be.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, I guess.
It'll just be my first
What are-
watch.
While you're doing that, what are you doing, Honora?
And I do explain this plan to Honora.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my distance from Callum. Actually, I want to still be able to see him, but I would like to stealth about.
Stealth about. Okay. So I guess you go and roll me a stealth check. That's pretty good. 14. Okay.
Oh no, that was Dylan's. That was mine was a dirty 20. I don't.
No, I
think
know.
it's going to
Yeah.
come through.
I saw your 20.
There it
But
is, sorry.
so is there anything you're doing in particular, or are you just kind of sneaking around, keeping an eye on him?
I'm sneaking around, keeping an eye on him. I'm also looking on the ground, though, for any signs of children or children snatchers.
Okay. So are you like on the rooftops then, or?
No, I would be in like the alleys or what have
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Just slinking about.
I do have my hearing still. I'm only looking through the ghost's eyes. That way, if somebody comes up and tells me to like bugger off, like stop loitering. Did I find a park bench? Am I sitting on a stoop?
Yeah, you're kind of like there's like a tavern or like a diner or something, and you there's like a public seating. You kind of sat down on one of those.
Okay, I'll even order a drink if I'm just sitting next to a window. Just
Okay.
casually pretend to be awake, minding my own business while actually looking at the neighborhood.
Okay. Nora, go ahead and roll me a perception check as well. With a 14, though, unfortunately, how long do you spend watching?
Well, I was gonna say, can I do it with advantage because I'm doing it from up high, but 15 wouldn't be any better. So,
Yeah.
so ignoring that, I spend like the time it would take to do a first shift at it.
Oh, it's like 2 hours.
Yeah, I believe so. That way I can still get my sleep.
Yeah.
Or I'm an elf. Do I have half rest? Half
You
rest
need like
time?
4 hours of sleep,
4.
yeah. Or half elf. Are you half elf or full elf?
Full elf, to my knowledge. It says drow. I don't remember if I said half elf, but it says drow in my race, so I'm assuming full.
Drow is technically half. But
Are drows half?
No.
Dark elves are elves, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're good.
That's right.
Oh, you're
I started as half
yeah,
elf,
they
then we
count as
decided
well,
drow
yeah.
worked. That's
cool,
right.
cool.
So I am a drow.
Okay.
Well, that would have been good to know earlier.
Not bad.
Yeah, you don't really see anything, Callum, unfortunately, for your 2 hours. Honora, you don't really either. You don't really see any kids out.
None of
It
them
is
are going home.
It is worth noting that on all of the posters, it is pretty much saying like, "Don't let your kids out of your sight," and it seems like a lot of parents are doing that.
That's
So
good.
you don't really see any kids running about in this area, at least where you guys are at. So there's not really a whole lot to notice. Nothing really suspicious. I mean, there's a bunch of other people just kind of milling about, but nothing really suspicious.
Is Honora within 120 feet of me?
I would assume so. I do want to stay in range of sight, visual range of view, or at least I know I could be able to like poke my head in. I wouldn't go too far from you.
Okay, so I'd say yes.
I want to use message and message her and tell her or ask her, can you appear to be a child and just walk down the street? Try to bait it?
Not really. I don't have magical disguises. I can only do what I can with costumery.
I was wondering about that.
I think I'm a little bit old for the age bracket of this particular predator.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Although, DM, I do have a slight build. Could I get away with being a child instead of a teenager?
An older child?
You probably I'd say Honora is definitely the type that they would use as like a decoy and like to catch a predator for sure.
Yes. I'm a bit of a wayfish teenager, so all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to sort of take a
I will
cloak
say, though,
over. I am wearing a creepy mask.
as Callum is sending you that though, Honora, you do see a guy begins to approach Callum.
Oh.
Can I hear him?
You do hear as someone sits down at the table next to you and goes, "Pardon me, friend."
I immediately give my vision back.
Yeah. He goes, "Just a word of advice. Openly casting spells, even small ones like that one just there, might want to watch out. There's Inquisition everywhere."
Appreciate that.
I am going to take the moment to go into wherever Callum is. He's in a tavern, correct?
He's like outside. Yeah, he's like in like the outside seating of like a it's like a little restaurant type deal.
I'm going out. I'm going over to right up to Callum. Everything okay here?
Yep.
Yes, just fine. I was just having a chat here with
Jerry.
What's your
The name's
name?
Jerry. Nice to meet you.
Jerry, of course. Call me Thorpe.
Do I recognize this person?
Make a history check for me.
I'm going to go with no.
He looks really familiar, but you don't. You can't recall who this is. Yes. Call me Thorpe. And you. What might your name be?
Oh, you may call me the storyteller.
Storyteller. Cryptic. I like it. Yes, well, I was just telling your friend here that it's kind of gives a quick look around both of his shoulders. It's not the best idea to go publicly flaunting about your arcane prowess in a place like this, not with the Inquisition running about and such. I'm sure you all saw the little public display yesterday.
I did try to advise him as much, but you know how people are.
Of
I
course.
don't expect people to be listening to whispers, so
Oh, that's where you're mistaken. Not a single whisper goes unheard in this city, my friend.
interesting. Very interesting.
And
Do they allow smoking?
Huh?
Do they allow smoking?
Smoking? Who's smoking?
Kellen wants to be.
Oh,
Do
okay.
they allow?
Oh,
Do they
no, you
allow
see,
smoking at this establishment?
not on the. Actually, yeah, this isn't the. Yeah, sure, why not?
Sweet.
Just, kind of looks like. What's
Thorpe, my good man, what
yes?
is the cost for your friendly advice to my friend?
Oh well, no cost, of course. Call it a professional courtesy. But I might ask a question though. What are the two of you doing out here?
Investigators from out of town.
Might I ask what it is you're investigating?
I heard rumors about missing kids. Got here, found out it was true.
Oh, yes,
Looking into
such
it.
a tragedy. Yes, this has been plaguing our city for the past few months or so. In the scheme of things, a rather recent occurrence, but a tragic one nonetheless. So yes,
At the mention of him saying it's all tragic and whatnot, I wanted to see if he's lying.
he's lying about it being tragic.
Yes,
Okay, make an insight check.
he's admitted he's a magic user, and depending on what kind of magic user,
He is
you
not
know,
said he's a magic user.
professional courtesy, close enough.
Okay,
I don't necessarily trust him.
make an insight check.
Oh,
I don't see any reason why someone would lie about that.
so I mean, I'm
Yeah.
thinking if I was a kidnapper of little kids, what could I use them for? And sacrificial, spell components is definitely one of those things. So I'm just
Um,
checking my boxes.
and may I ask, Mr. Thorpe, what is your profession that leads to such professional courtesy?
Oh well, I have a knack for information, intelligence, some might call it. I might be able to divulge more if the two of you would be interested in potentially helping me with an issue regarding this missing children matter.
We are interested in information of all sorts.
Well, people from my organization, we'll call it, have heard rumors of some sort of underground cult of some kind. A real freaky one. Something about pigs or something along the lines. The information is still rather new. Of course, they are our prime suspect at the moment. Nothing concrete, nothing definite, but it's a lead.
You couldn't possibly say which organization you work with, could you?
Fortunately, that information is confidential.
Indeed. Jerry, what do you think? Does Thorpe here seem trustworthy or greasy and slithery?
I take a big
I mean, right
inhale.
now it's the second one.
I take a big inhale from my pipe and kind of just like blow it nonchalantly in a huge cloud, hitting his face. Not like blowing it fiercely in his face, but it's very much.
He just kind of
Present.
inhales it deeply. He's like, oh my. Interesting taste, good fellow.
You
Taste
see
of
at
the
this
lack
point...
of
Go ahead.
taste of lack of options.
You do see Nora's mask animates itself into an expression of surprise.
Surprise. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Answer a Norse question. For now, we don't have much more to go on. Tonight's been mostly a bust.
Very well. We align ourselves with you and your mission for the goal of rescuing some children. How noble is that?
As
What would
noble
you-
as noble gets.
What would you
Is-
have us do, Thorpe?
As if he cares about nobility.
Well, as of right now, like I said, the information is rather new. The whereabouts of this cult are still unknown. All I've heard is whisperings of its existence. So right now, all I'm really doing is gathering intelligence. And, well, if you'll assist me with that, I've heard that they dwell deep within the tunnels that run all throughout the Bureauc Empire. Very deep, dark crevices is what I've heard. Quite nasty bunch as well. But
You mentioned something about pigs?
yes, some sort of swine cult. Something along the lines of that. It's quite nasty business if you ask me, but
Worshippers, or like slaughtering a bunch of them.
like I said, the information is still quite new. The details aren't quite there yet. That's why I'm asking you to help. If you find any information regarding this cult, I would be more than happy to oblige you monetarily.
How do we get in touch with you if we have any leads?
Just look around. I can be found rather easily if I need to be.
I'll frequent this establishment. I like it here.
Yes, that works. Frequent this establishment.
DM, what's the name of this establishment?
It is.
Call it the Wild Boar Inn and make it funny because it's swine related.
No. The Gray Bar.
The Gray Bar.
Yeah.
I like it. I like gray. Gray's my favorite color.
There you go.
All right.
The fucking fantasy name generator for taverns is so out of whack. So out of pocket. Like
Anyway.
just a couple on here. We've got the worthless ant, we've got the merciful seagull, the melting guinea pig, and the fancy woodpecker, just to name a few. Like these names are so out of pocket.
That's
Anyway.
awesome. You should have went with the woodpecker one.
I should have gone with the worthless ant. But
All right.
yeah, so he goes, oh, is there anything else I can help you all with today?
Yeah, you can rent me a room to sleep.
Oh, I could. He gets up and walks away.
I would like to go invisible.
Interesting.
Okay.
Did that get any attention from people?
Does not seem to have.
Wonderful. I would like to follow Thorpe.
I'll send the ghost with Honora. I'm assuming he's not alone, so I'm going to pretend to stay here.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check, Honora. You have advantage because you are invisible. Is that with advantage? Okay, there we go. 20.
Nice dirty 20. The command I'm giving the ghost is protect, I guess. Very simple. Just make sure Honora's fine.
Okay. You follow him down several alleys, across several roads. He kind of leads you maybe a quarter of the way across town before you see him duck quickly behind an alley ducks quickly into an alleyway.
I continue to follow as best I can.
Okay. You kind of go around the same corner, and you see him jump over a fence just as you're turning to go.
Can I keep trying to follow? I know I'm not as
Okay.
acrobatic, but I would like to keep trying.
Yeah, go ahead and make your choice of an athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. I shall do.
As a few minutes goes past, I'll get up and leave, quote unquote. And really, I'm just trying to follow my mental link with the ghost and figure out where the hell they went.
You do manage to scramble over the fence, not as gracefully as he did, but you do. You get to the other side,
All right, I
and
don't need dignity. I am invisible.
That's true. You see there is this like little circular dead end where you can see Thorpe leaning confidently up against the side of a wall. And he just kind of exclaims, "You really have to follow me all the way out here. Can't say I blame you, and I honestly appreciate the initiative."
What can I say? You've piqued my curiosity.
I would have done the same thing if I were in your shoes. Well, just know though that it's going to be very hard to track me. I'm very good at what I do.
You found us. That certainly implies a certain level of skill.
But of course. Now, be on your way now. You've a cult to find.
Do I?
Well, I assume you'd like to find them.
I'd like to know more about you.
As would a lot of people. But that list is quite long, I'm afraid, and well, not very privy to many people. Also, like I told your friend, flaunting about your magical prowess in a city such as this, I would advise strongly against it.
One could argue that going invisible is the precise opposite of flaunting.
Just so long as no one sees you do it.
Fair enough. But nobody reacted negatively, so
Not that you could see, at least.
that is true as well.
You're entertaining. I'll give you a question. One question.
By all means.
No, I'll give you a question.
Oh.
Ask one question.
Hmm. This is difficult. I have so many. What would you ask in my shoes?
Is that your question?
Yes.
Well, I, for one, might ask. You're right, this is difficult. Usually I'm the one learning the answers. I'm not asking the questions myself. I don't know. Also seems foolish to waste your question on for me to ask a question as well. That's a little interesting there.
But it is a waste. Because, of course, the reason you would be allowing me to ask you a question is to gain some insight as to what I would ask. You can discern a lot about a person about what kind of questions they ask. Can you not?
I like you. I think you'd make a very good addition to my team. Maybe if you were a little bit older. Or maybe as you are now. I don't know.
Are you hiring?
Are you looking for employment?
I'm keeping my options open.
But just know that if you were to work for me, this whole private investigation thing would cease. There's a strict schedule I keep my, say, employees to, and very strict missions, all of the data gathering and whatnot. I won't bore you with the details right away.
Assumes you would run a tight ship. You do seem to be on top of things. But one also assumes you would reward your employees very well.
Indeed. So,
Yes.
is it really a question, or do you have another question?
I have so many.
Freaking goodness.
I have so many. I don't believe you've been telling. You were as forthright as you might have been about the swine cults. I don't know
What makes
that
you say that?
you don't hear a rumor that, oh, there's a cult and it's something to do with swine. We don't know whether they're killing swine or worshipping swine or the swine people. One hears rumors that have connections. You could say, I heard from so and so that they are swine headed people. I heard from so and so that they murder swine as part of their devil's worship. You would have more detail from a rumor, even if it was rumor unconfirmed. You could have provided us with any kind of that context. You chose not to.
Yes, well, to be fair, I don't think you particularly asked about details.
We did. We asked exactly what the swine were to do with the cult, and you obfuscated the answer.
Oh, sure enough. Well, my network is wide and large, and information gets muddled in transmission sometimes.
But you could say that. You could have said, well, we are getting conflicting reports of this and that, but you chose not to. You gave us the barest hint of detail to pique our curiosity, which was obviously successful, but not enough for us to actually do anything with. One might be concerned that perhaps you were just throwing up a distraction. Let the investigators be distracted by some other mystery and intrigue on their path.
Very astute for how young you are, I must admit. No, the cult is quite real.
Aren't
Unfortunately,
they
like I
always?
said, oh, they are real. Since you are so adamantly curious, reports have indicated that they worship some entity. Um, they like to participate in dark magic rituals involving this entity, and it has to do with swine. That's really all the details I know.
The ritual has to do with swine, or the dark entity has to do with swine?
From what I've heard, both.
Interesting. And is the word used in the rumor swine or pig or pork or anything else? Because the linguistic choice could actually indicate something.
The word I've heard used multiple times is swine.
Interesting. Interesting.
Right. Now, I'm a very busy man, and if there is no more discussion to be had about employment here, then I'm afraid I must be on my way.
Is there perhaps more discussion to be had about employment?
Well, usually this is a more formal process. All right. He kind of drags over a crate and sits down.
I'm still
Like-
invisible for the record.
Yeah, I know. It's like, right. Why don't you start? Just give me a brief little synopsis about what you and your friend do when you're not in town here.
DM, do I catch up or not at this point?
Yeah, I'd say you've caught up at this point.
Okay. I'll see him.
You hear them talking behind a wall. That's what I'd say.
Okay.
Like, oh, speaking of your friend, why don't I ask him? What do you two do when you're not here in the city?
We're over
See,
here,
he-
Jerry.
Let's see. I will. So it's behind a wall, so I'm not like at that fence.
No, it's like the wall that she climbed over.
Do. Let me read something really quick. Come on, character sheet. Sorry, roll 20s. Oh, that's unfortunate. So it's not a fence, it's a wall. I can't see past it.
Oh, you cannot see past it.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I will have to climb over.
Okay, go and make me an athletics or an acrobatics check. Your choice.
That's going to be awful either way. Uh,
Not 20, not 20, not 20.
dirty
Oh
20.
hell. Okay, you clamber over the wall fairly easily. You make your way down to their side.
Wall was surprisingly
Right.
easy to climb. Anyway, um,
I must admit, you two are more tenacious than I initially expected you to be.
well, we are investigators, and being suspicious is kind of what we do for a living. We just figure stuff out. That's what we do with our free time, all of the
So
time.
all of your free time is spent into investigation, investigating mysteries and the like.
I wouldn't say all. I do a bit of, as the name would suggest, storytelling to earn a bit of cash here and there between investigations or as part of the investigation. Can do a
That's
lot by entertaining groups of people.
Yes,
that's a good
storytelling.
that's a good point. I smoke a lot too.
Oh yes, and he drinks as well.
Not since I started
Surely,
smoking.
surely that can't be quite so useful in the investigation. Like you must keep your mind clear after all.
Yes, but that is his free time.
It gives me different perspectives that I wouldn't typically think of otherwise. You should try it.
I'm good. But just back on this topic of storytelling. Storytelling about, say, a little town called Crow's Rest.
Yes. Did you hear my story of Crow's Rest?
I heard of people who had heard it. Like I said, not a whisper goes unheard in the city.
And what did your people think of my storytelling ability?
I thought it interesting. Interesting that apparently, well, you were there, or at least knew of the events that had transpired. That town has been of growing interest to people of my persuasion recently. It's a very interesting place.
What interest is it of yours?
Just a city where adventurers are congregating for some mysterious purpose. I mean, that's quite fascinating, if you ask me.
I suppose it is.
Did you spend time in that town?
Yes. That's where I collected the story.
So you were there when it was supposedly attacked by brigands?
Shortly after.
Hmm.
Very
Interesting.
shortly after. Doesn't take long to gather a story, if you do it right.
Alright, well... Sorry, this process is usually done much more formally, as I said.
I sort of lean over to Kellen, but again, I'm invisible, but he sort of hears a little bit closer to him, but not actually whisper. Mr. Thorpe is potentially interested in giving us a job.
I'm assuming you mean you a job. He hasn't expressed any interest to me, but
Good.
I
Are you
don't.
offering employment to me or to me and my partner as well?
Just points at you.
I'm invisible.
Kind of points at not him.
Very well.
What a surprise!
No hard feelings, right, Jerry?
Of course not. I don't like to be in super secret fan clubs. I barely like the fan club we're in.
As you can see, we're not big on sentiment in this partnership. So, you're interested in offering me a job?
Yes, but... I want to see if you can pull your own weight first. So I'll make you a
don't
deal.
weigh that much. I'd like to think I can pull more than my own weight.
How does this sound to you? If you can bring forth... What's the word I'm looking for? Shit. Oh my god, I went brain dead for a second. Good lord.
Evidence of the cult?
No, yes, but like, there's a word I'm looking for that I've just has completely escaped my brain. Good lord. Reputable. There we go. Okay, good lord. If you can bring forth reputable evidence of the location of this cult and their whereabouts, I would be more than willing to offer you a position in our ranks, as well as a sign-on bonus of 200 gold coins.
And this cult, you're certain, has something to do with the missing kids? Because I'm not wasting my time on something else.
Well, I am not certain, but it's the best lead we've got so far.
I kind of look at...
I'm willing to multitask.
Of course, the townsfolk are convinced it's witches and ghouls, but so it's always what they go to.
I look at Nora's general direction, kind of just nod in agreement.
Very well. We'll see
Wonderful.
what I can do.
I am looking forward to speaking to you again. Right, now, I have business I must attend to, and I'm afraid I must be going. So, toodaloo for now. It's been a pleasure, and we'll be in touch.
All right, cool. Now let's let somebody else do something.
Yes, we're actually going to go ahead and take a break right there. People go get a bathroom, drink, do whatever you needs to do. We'll be back. Yeah, go get a bathroom drink.
Bathroom drink. Record once again.
Yes.
Yoo-hoo, family! I have made him a shopkeep in my.
That guy was the highlight of Frozen.
Yeah, he was. Woohoo, family!
All right, we good? We started?
Big super blowout? Yeah.
I'm done with gifts for now.
All right, we are back. After a long line of questioning, Honora and maybe possibly Kellum might have a job opportunity. But it is late. It is late now. Is there anything anybody else in the party would have liked to do during this day? Are you guys
I think I would
good?
Just head back to whatever tavern or bar or sauna had been hanging out at. And I think I would just slump into like the booth or whatever, like utterly defeated, just like put my freaking head on the freaking table and just do at least a quarter Kellum, and at least in my head, I guess.
Drinking game?
Order Kellum?
Yeah.
Didn't you drinking?
Basically, I just want to take my head once and bash it against the table and just like. To see if that helps.
That's a quarter Kellum.
Yeah.
It's a quarter.
Yeah, it's a quarter. You only do it once. Just bam.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a trademarked phrase by the end of this campaign. All right.
That didn't make me feel
so
better.
what are Kellum and Nora? Are you two heading back to the tavern as well, or is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I think I've gotten into enough trouble for this night. I will head back to the tavern.
Fair enough. For you two, on your way back, I would like for both of you to please make me a perception check. $15.
Perception.
I did 10.
Pop.
Okay, you guys don't perceive anything. You guys make your way back to the tavern as well. Clifford, was there anything in particular you wanted to do, or are you just spending the entire day like resting up at home?
I got my ass beat by a giant wolf. Heck yeah, I'm resting.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so you all get your long rests in. Everybody can take the time resting up in their taverns or houses, wherever. Mark everything back up to full. Clifford, you are healed up from your injuries. Any spell slots are back. When you guys come to the next day, excuse me, is there anything else that you guys really want to do here in town, or what else you guys want to do?
I would like to have relayed all of the information we discovered last night to the rest of the party regarding
Okay,
missing children.
Yeah, you can do that. Do you
The rest of the
discuss?
party, minus Clifford, who
Yeah,
is being
who's not
a
here?
little bitch and hiding at
It's
home.
being a little.
Do you mention anything about Thorpe, or do you keep that all
Oh
hidden?
no, I am very straightforward with the party.
Okay. So you mention all that.
Does anything ring a bell?
To you, no, nothing would ring a bell.
Huh. So where are we all located? Can we put ourselves back, like actually where we're at?
You guys would be like where Orisana's token is. Yeah.
Okay. Thumo is also there.
Yes.
Yeah. Thumo's here too.
I was okay.
I'll go ahead and put it on there. Just
Well, I would suggest that we look for a way to get, I guess, underground. Since we, Honora and I agreed to investigate this cult that apparently lives underground. Seems like the most straightforward thing to me.
So where did you see this guy last? Can you take me there by any chance?
Of course.
You can also
and
do
I-
that.
Got a feeling about it.
And it would be amazing if you could find tracks or something to see where he went after this. I don't think you will, though. I suspect he's a spy master of some kind. The people love their secrets here in Altenheim.
And I love my secrets too. Did you say you were at a dead end when you were speaking to him, or I don't know if you told me that bit or not.
Yes, I would have told you everything.
And he would have disappeared from that spot. Where would he have gone?
We parted ways from that spot. I did not keep trying to follow him thereafter.
But if you went one way and it was a dead end, where could he gone?
Who knows? I take Orisana over to where
Okay. Yep.
over to where we left off with Thorpe.
Okay.
Is anybody else following them, or?
I was finishing picking my spells for the day.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I think Honora would get mad at me if I didn't follow, because she's still trying to keep an eye on me.
I do appreciate that, because again, I would really hate it if you got burnt at the stake.
Yeah. That would be a kind of crappy way to end my mystery searching.
It would be a terrible inconvenience.
On the walk there, do we pass any kind of watch store? Just curious.
Oh, a watch store? Real quick, before we get to you guys, I want to ask if Clifford is doing anything in particular, or are you still chilling at home?
I feel like Clifford now has figured out what he really wants to do and everything, and he's gonna make it up to the Crow's Rest people and everything. He is actually gonna start recruiting his old military. But is there anybody that he knows here to get people together to go to Crow's Rest? Because he knows that stuff and everything is gonna come back.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Interesting. Not what I thought you'd be doing, but I like it nonetheless.
Would the whispers of the story have gotten that far yet?
Of what happened at Crow's Rest?
So yeah, with Honora's
I told the
storytelling.
I'd told the story in town, so
How far would it have spread? Would it have gotten back to him by any chance?
You're not sure, but
Okay.
seems stuff spreads pretty fast because Thorpe knew about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will get to that in just a moment, Clifford.
Sure.
Actually, No, we'll do that right now. Okay, so go ahead. Trying to think what check to make this. I guess go ahead and I'll make it your choice. You can do persuasion to try to like go and like persuade people to like come back with you. You can do investigation, which would be like you going tracking down like your old war buddies and asking them to come back. I'd say those two: persuasion or investigation. Whichever one of those two you like better.
I'm gonna bet he goes with persuasion.
I'm gonna bet so too.
Oh, he did just despite us.
I think he did too. I need to see what your plus. To persuasion is now, just so I can confirm that or deny that. My. Okay, I'm not going to say anything.
Interesting.
Okay. So yeah, you with a 17, you spend the better part of the morning and afternoon going around to old like places where you know people live. You start talking to people and just kind of telling them what happened and asking if people want to come back and help. Go ahead, Clifford, and roll me a d6 plus 3. Seven. I will say, of all the people you talked to, you managed to convince 7 people to come back with you.
Lucky number.
That is fine, as long as I have old Rodney. Old Rodney was my.
Oh yes. Rodney was like the first person you went to, and he agreed like right away. For sure.
Exactly.
Is the one that Clifford's got a tattoo of the name of on his ass cheek?
No,
We
that's,
don't talk about that.
It was that one's just a tramp stamp. The other one that's we do not speak of him.
All right, be right back.
Okay. Oh, before you leave, Rod, I need you to roll me something. Huh. Are you here? Are you gone? I'll roll it for him. Okay. The rest. Good lord. Thumo, you were not going with them, correct? To the spot where you guys met the guy, where they met the guy.
I will go ahead and follow them, just
Okay.
just for shits and giggles.
Then for the rest of you, I would please like for you to roll me perception check, please.
Even with my passive 20?
Passive 20?
Yep.
Passive 20. Oh, God, you guys. Okay, yeah, passive 20 is good.
I'll
Passive
do it.
20.
You all have to stare at the white.
Passive 20 will do it. We'll get you there.
Okay.
Or you can roll. You can roll if you want to. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
So everybody happens to look exactly at what DM wants. Just binoculars up.
Yeah. Plot point detected.
Yep.
Epic. So you guys are walking through town back to that same spot where you had met Thorpe. And as you guys are about like halfway there, all of you were especially you, Orasana, with your nat 20. You guys see Camilla like almost like frantically running down the street.
Is that the vampire?
Huh?
Oh, Camilla! That's the alchemist.
The alchemist that I have a crush on. Yes.
Yes, that's one. I got them completely mixed up.
I'm leaving that to Honora saying.
Yes, I immediately run towards Camilla to see what she's running from.
Okay, so you guys are trying to go catch up to her?
I am. I don't know what the rest of them are doing.
Okay, so Nora bolts off.
Fuck it. I'm gonna go after her.
Oh, everybody else is running.
Do I?
Just oh shit. Okay, I guess we're running now.
I want to do the opposite.
So you're gonna do the opposite?
I'm gonna.
So we see. Sorry. Go ahead.
Was I told where the dead end was, or like was they leading me there, or was I told?
I believe they were leading you there. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know where to go, so I may as well follow the other guys.
So it looks like she's running away from something.
It's hard to tell. She's just running down the street in like a bit of a panic.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have my rapier out and I'm running
Are-
towards whatever
are-
it is that's got her running.
So are you guys calling out to her, or what are you doing?
No, I am not. I am not calling out to her. I'm not going out to her. I am going out to whatever is chasing her or has made her afraid. I
And
don't want to blow up my spot.
Is there a way to like go around a block or something and end up in front of her to stop her running?
You want to try to do that, Orsana?
Yep.
Go ahead and just roll me a straight dexterity check. See how quickly you can just run ahead of her. Because you are quicker than her, but she is a little bit like ahead of you guys.
So she's running away from us.
She's not away from you guys, but she's not running towards you guys.
Okay.
22?
22 is pretty good. And the rest of you are just running. Are you following Honora, or are you running after Camilla? Because Honora is not going to Camilla.
Wherever Honora's going, I'll follow her.
My initial thought was figure out what's causing somebody to run. But is anybody else running or panicky, or is it just her?
It's just her. People are giving her like weird looks and looking at her all weird.
Okay. Interesting. Can I look down like the street that she's running away from, like that far general direction, see if I can see what she's running from?
It doesn't appear that she's running away from anything. It almost seems like she's maybe trying to find something or someone.
Then I'm going to start running to where she is running to. Try to meet her.
So as you're doing that, Orsana, you like cut through an alley. You do all these impressively fast things, and you do end up like on the path, like right in front of where Camilla is. So you said you were trying to cut her off, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, she kind of comes to a stop. She almost runs headfirst into you. And she's like panting heavily. She's like, Orsana, what are you doing here?
Honora saw you running, so I am here now. Hi.
The rest of you are here?
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Can I dexterity to see how close I got to them?
Yeah. You guys are like a ways behind because you guys were not running in the same direction she was. But you guys are catching up now. You see she stopped. She's not like out of sight.
Cool.
This music is way too intense for what I need it to be. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't even hear the music.
That music was way too fucking intense for what I was needing. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not able to hear it at all.
Well, I can be on the stream.
Oh, it's on the stream.
Yeah, because I can't put it on YouTube. I can't put it on Discord anymore because the CEO of YouTube's evil.
My bad. I'll join the stream.
If you want me, if you don't care about the music, you don't have to. But
I didn't realize there was stuff going on in the stream.
So yeah, the rest of you see Camilla is stopped. And she looks at you, Orsana, like she's like panicking. You see like tears are like welling up in her eyes, and she's like, "You all have to help me, please. My daughter's gone missing."
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. When?
I don't know. She was out playing this morning with my brother, and she disappeared from her cradle. I don't know where she went.
Okay.
Cradle.
Yep, I heard it. It's alright. Can I see Honora and the others?
Yeah. They're like a ways away.
I feel like the other guys can handle this better.
Social
Honora?
awkwardness.
Yes, very much so.
I was
Honora
running headlong into whatever direction Camilla was coming from, in fear of that she was endangered by something.
Okay, so you guys are still running away.
I'm running towards. I don't know about the other two.
Yeah, Kellum, I'd say you'd have caught up at this point.
Yeah, I followed. I followed Honora. So
I'm just panting out of breath. I reach for my pipe and starts.
I was gonna say, because Callum right behind it. I don't know. Okay,
What's going on?
okay. So, Camilla's daughter's gone. You know that thing you were researching yesterday? Got another one.
Disappearances? I look at her. It's like, how? When? Where? Why? How?
She just repeats everything she just said.
So she's panically that she disappeared from her cradle, like at her house.
Yes.
That's different. How old is your daughter?
She's a little older than a year.
Well, that's much younger than all the other disappearances. You haven't made any enemies since you got to town, have you?
No.
You don't have any estranged, vengeful exes or nothing?
No, this isn't the time for questioning. Come on, we need to come back. We need to go find her now.
Well, where are we going to look?
She just grabs both of your hands and starts running back in the direction she was coming from.
But it just pulls away.
I'm
pulling away.
She's dragging you, Kellum.
I'm running with her, but I'll pull away as well.
Yeah, I'll go with, but yeah. Just instinctively, just like whack.
Makes me spill perfectly good halfling weed.
Yes, because there's a child in danger.
I'm
like, come on, hurry up!
Yep, I'm following again.
I'm running.
Just run.
You guys start running back the way you came. Yep. Nora, you and Thuma were kind of already going that way, and you see that now Camilla, Kellum, and Orsana are now running back that same way.
And does Camilla still look afraid as she did when she was running? Because I didn't.
Yeah, she still looks pretty frantic.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead, roll an insight check.
I'll go
26.
I'll make
she almost
wave at her. Just wave at her.
Maybe, possibly. I'm not going to say that. That'd be funny, but I'm not going to say that.
My curiosity is, one, is this really Camilla?
Yes.
And is she in fear for her life or something else?
She's not in fear for her life.
Okay, something else. All right.
Yeah.
I will meet up with the group.
You're just going to start following them as well?
Yes.
Thuma, are you doing the same?
I am following her, so wherever she goes, I go. So,
yes, when we get there to save her having to go through the whole thing again, one of us would explain.
Yeah, so you guys start all following. She kind of looks back and sees the rest of you. She sees you and Nora in your attire. She's like, "Who is that? Did you guys meet a new friend or something?"
I'm the storyteller. I'm here to help.
Right. Whatever, just follow me.
We're all following her. We're about to get led into a trap, so...
You guys all follow her. She is sprinting. She is very out of breath, but she's still just keep pushing forward. You follow her out of the city walls, across the bridge, and into.
Just out of curiosity, in all the time I spent with Camilla, did she ever mention having a child before?
Nope.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
Several days ago when we were in Crow's Rest.
Okay.
Yeah, she would have left the same time we did, because
yeah, they left they left a couple hours before after you guys did.
Oh, yeah. She hasn't been here that long.
Yeah, she got here the day after you guys did. You guys keep sprinting across the bridge and into the little lumberjack camp that is like right outside of the city. Like,
I just thought of a question that should have been asked during investigations. Right, keep going.
Like over here, except it's like on the very, very edge of the forest, like right where the forest about starts. You see this like little hut, and she kind of just like stops. Oh, she kind of stops. This is where it happened. I don't know what happened. Please help.
scour the area.
Okay.
Okay, anybody who wants to can make an investigation check.
Yes.
I will give anybody who's doing that guidance.
Investigation.
Oh.
I'm going to also, DM, I'm also going to investigate, but I'm specifically going to be looking out for, like, obvious signs of a trap, not necessarily investigating for clues of a kidnapping, because I'm super suspicious about everything that's going on in this freaking town at this point.
Okay.
Excuse me, sorry. 16 for me total.
Yeah, you don't see any signs of a trap.
Do we know what race Camilla is?
She is a human?
Just human.
Is it the longing? Oh, sorry.
You said I got guidance?
No, Honora did.
Yeah. I give it to Nora.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Camilla she's human.
Okay, so it's like that thing where I can sense fiend and more elementals, dragons, things.
Do you want to do that?
It's within a 6 miles, but sure. Primal awareness for 1 minute using one of my spell slots.
God, that's why I hate that ability. It's so useless. Because there is definitely one of those things within a 6 mile radius. Yes, you have no idea where or what, but yeah, there is.
Yep. Do I mark that off, or?
Yeah, that's why I don't like that ability. It's just not useful.
Okay.
So 16 investigation. Okay. Yeah, Callum, you don't see any signs of a trap at all. Honora, you can see that outside, there is like a big, like wood splitting, log, and there is what appears to be, so there's like several like axe marks in it from where it's been struck repeatedly. The outside door is has been like flung open and almost broken off its hinges. It looks like you're not sure if that was from someone like frantically leaving the house or trying to enter the house. And you do also see like a big, heavy set of like boot prints heading into the forest.
I point out the boot prints to Orasana and I say to Camilla, "The boot prints, is that your brother searching for the baby?"
Yes, it has to be. He wears similar boots to that. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yes, please go after and help them. Please, he's not equipped to deal with the horrors of that forest on his own. I'm sure you noticed on the way in the fungus is out there. Oh God, I don't know. Oh.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go into the forest. Who's following?
I'm following.
I'll follow.
You're following. Kellum?
Yeah, I'll hang them back just a little bit, not more than like 15 feet, but I'll go.
Okay.
Terrain, so nothing
This is favorite
that
terrain.
is difficult. Yep, so nothing difficult terrain slows us down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where to go unless there's a magical means to stop us.
I'm gonna go ahead and use a spell slot and send a sending to Clifford.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I don't know what you're doing, but I wanted you to know that Camilla's daughter is missing. We're outside of town. Give them directions. Follow the footprints. Very simple.
Okay.
That way
do you respond at all, Clifford?
That way he at least knows where we're at, if he feels so inclined. One of those like, hey, I know you're working on shit, but that you know what we're doing.
Do you respond at all to that, Clifford?
Oh, they see me?
No, Thumo sent you a message.
Ascending.
Sending.
The message? Oh, the spell
Sending.
message.
Yeah,
sending.
sending.
what am I doing right now? Am I talking to someone, or is it like I'm getting them together and I'm?
Yeah, you're like just getting everybody together when you get this message.
And so is everybody like in front of me?
All the people you've been like talking to, your group is like way off. Like
Yes.
sending is like you can do
Okay.
sending from like miles and miles and miles away.
Hmm.
You can do
I'm just wondering,
intravenous.
is my the people I recruited, or is it like
Yeah,
okay, we're
yeah.
gonna get together at this point and talk about it?
I'd say like the one guy is whose name has slipped me for the time being. You're good, buddy. But
You're
the
fine. I
rest
made
of
it up
them,
myself.
yeah, Rodney, yes, but the rest of them probably are not.
Yeah, that's fine. So I know Thumo just messaged me, just sent me a text out of the blue.
Next.
Hey, you up?
Don't leave me on red, Clifford.
What did
It's
the
not
message?
nice.
What did the message say again?
That Camilla's daughter is missing. Tracking footprints. Basically giving you a location of where we're at and where we're going. Basically. In 25 words or less.
So I know where they are.
You know a general direction they're at, yeah.
Okay. He gets Clifford gives no response back, but he's headed that way.
Okay, good to know.
Thumo does not expect a response. It's more one of those. Yeah, it's
no, it's just Thumo gets a response.
Yep. Yes.
Didn't Clifford say he doesn't send a response?
No, he did. Or did you say you not get a response?
No, he said that he wasn't giving one, but he's just on his way.
But he is.
Okay,
is
sorry,
on the
I
way.
misheard you. Okay, cool.
We are unaware that he is on his way.
Yes, correct.
Wasn't expecting it. Wasn't expecting an answer. It was more of just an update. So.
Courtesy, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so those of you that are going into the forest, I'd like all of you to make survival checks to see how well you can track these footprints.
Natural explorer while traveling for an hour or more. Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group down. Your group can't be lost except for magical means. You remain alert.
That's pretty good.
When you engage in other activities, you can move more stealthily at a normal pace. Oh, it says while alone. Oops. You find twice as much food, and while tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, size, and how long they pass through the area.
Yes. Did you make your token? Or did not? Sorry. Did you make your token?
I haven't. No, that's 14 now.
I
get advantage on this one, so I need 14.
Okay. So you see. Everybody but Honora. Honora, you're a little frantic at the moment. But the rest of you, Natural Explorer. The rest of you follow the tracks fairly easily. They're these like deep, heavy boot prints. And they like the gaps between them are large. You assume this person is like sprinting. So you all are making your way along. You guys travel for maybe about 10 or so minutes before the sounds of like fighting can be heard up ahead.
Arrow notched, I'm going in.
You're going in?
Yep.
I'm going in as well.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm still going in.
Going in? Awesome. Kellum, are you doing any shenanigans or any stealth stuff?
I was literally clicking that. But yes, I'm going in. I'm just doing it quietly.
Okay, good to know. I figured. So let's see here. Okay. You all rush in. 1 second. you all rush into this little clearing where you see it looks like a destroyed like campsite of sorts. There's like shredded tents and all that good stuff. There's like a busted campfire. But you also can see in the middle of this campsite there is a lone man with like a wood cutting axe. And he is currently fighting off what looks to be a small group of Ophio-infected individuals. In fact,
Sign of the baby?
no sign of a baby, but this is what you see.
Which way are we coming in from?
You guys are coming in from like the bottom,
Okay, bottom right?
just like anywhere along the bottom, pretty much.
Oh, okay, cool. That's all I need to know. So, like...
Pretty much anywhere before this like first red tent is where you guys are.
Oh, okay. So, like, right... Could be right, off the line. So I'll say right there.
Yes. So are you guys just like rushing in, or?
Yes.
I will, yeah.
Okay. So, Kellum, since you rolled a very good stealth check, you can get a surprise round if you'd like one, or you can just like do something really quick if you'd want to. The rest of you, I'd like to roll. I'd like all of you to roll initiative, but I'd like for Kellum can do something first.
Cool. Very simply put, let me scroll my character sheet over.
Is it going to be a while before I get there?
It's gonna be a while.
Okay. Can we just go ahead and roll it now, or?
You can hold off. They'll probably get this taken care of.
That's fine.
10, 15, 6.
Let's see. Can I draw on the map?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Let me draw. Shit.
As long as it's decent,
The-
draw on the map.
The things at the very far top, those are the ranged ones that shoot, right?
Yes.
That there, you can see that, right?
Yes.
That's fog cloud.
Fog cloud, good to know. And then if I can go ahead and have you roll me initiative as well, Kellum.
Ready? Bio.
By the
Or-
way, the initiative order isn't on the player screen.
Yeah, I don't use the roll. I'm not a big fan of the roll 21.
Well, so we just have to write our own. Yeah, Nora actually got a pretty good one.
Okay. So first up in this order here, do you want to move at all, Kellum, or are you just staying right there?
Let me see. Distance. I'm remembering stuff. Hold on. Yeah, I'll move. Oh no, not that. This. Yeah, there we go.
Get there.
I can't move the ghost, but the ghost comes with me.
It goes to follow you.
All right.
So up first in the actual order are the artilleries. They are going to run, or they're going to move out of the fog cloud because they don't like the fog cloud. Let's see.
Bitches. That's right.
They're looking for what did that.
It's a natural thing.
It's a natural cloud of fog. So they're moving out of there. Nora, what would you like to do?
I would like to use all of my movement. So let me do 30 feet that way. And then I would like to use a bonus action to dash, because I can do that now as a rogue.
Yes.
And I'll be about here. Which brings me in close enough range, I believe. For
Just right at my shooting range, but that's okay.
I'm short. I'm sure you'll miss me. I'm confident you can miss me. Oh, I'm not quite in the range for Bane. That is most unfortunate. I am, however, within range of shatter. So let's do that. I'm going to let out a feral scream and cast shatter emanating from let me see. I need to it be 15 feet away from the man I assume to be Camilla's brother. So yes, it's basically going to be emanating from here to hit all three within 10 feet there.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a Constitution save.
Correct.
So let's see here. I think they're okay at Constitution. See, 16 they got to beat. So the one on the far left fails, and fails. That is what, 13 points of thunder damage.
Correct.
Very nice, very nice. They all shriek out in pain as their eardrums are assaulted. Loud sonic screech. Very nice, very nice. Cool. Okay, is that your turn, Honora?
That will be my turn for now. Thank you.
All right. Kellum, you are up.
All right. Are those shapes rocks or mushrooms?
Those are mushrooms. Those are Ophiofungus growths.
Awesome. Okay. So. Okay. Let's see. Ghost is going to move forward. Going to go ahead and start. Closing the distance for life drain, but I don't think she can make it.
Make up to that one.
Okay, that works.
But is it an action or a bonus action to make her do that?
To make her move, it's nothing.
No, to make her do the action.
Oh, the action. I believe it is an action. Let me character sheet back there. Melee attack reach one creature. There. Oh,
So you're doing the light, or are you doing it, or are you just with an accent?
I am doing it regardless. So, but
okay.
I meant to get the description. How do I make it? The script.
I think it is an action as well. Let me let's see. Sorcerer.
It's a melee weapon attack. So
yes, but let's see. When you as an action, you can command your phantom to attack. Okay, yes. Okay, so yeah, 20 definitely hits. So go ahead and roll that. The 4d6.
Since I leveled up, is it any more or does it stay 46? I can't.
It doesn't scale up.
Okay.
11. So the ghost kind of starts to drain the essence from this creature. You see all the fungal like growths begin to turn black and wither away, and it is looking very injured, but it is still up, just barely. Anything else from you, Kellum?
Yeah, just to try to finish it off, I want to spend a sorcery point to activate Quickened ability. And I'm going to just... Can't remember what... Was it weak to necrotic or frost?
I don't think these things were weak to particularly anything.
It was fire, that's right, never mind.
Light?
Light? It was light, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's lights is what they're weak to.
I'm just going to...
That definitely hits. You don't even need to roll damage. You got it into 1 HP. So yeah, you just blast it with a like little ray of necrotic energy, and it just withers and shrivels up into the corner. Very dead. Okay, is that your turn?
Yep, that'll be my... Can I... No, I don't have any actions left, so yeah.
You can move.
No. Staying in the bushes, but yeah, I'll get a little bit closer.
Okay. That's going to bring us to the lumberjack's turn. He is going to take his axe in both hands. He's just going to swing it towards this one right here in front of him. So let's see. Oh, that'll definitely hit. Very epic. Very epic. He just cuts across it with his lumberjack's axe. Oh, he's not dead. Not dead. That's all he can do. That's gonna bring us to Thumo. It's your turn.
Great. The one that the lumberjack just attacked, have it make a dex save for me. DC 15 for Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I'll move 30 feet.
That's a 6.
Okay, that's a fail.
It's not gonna do it. That's 2d8 radiant damage.
It is. 10 radiant damage.
Nice. Yeah, it is just engulfed in holy fire. It is also very dead.
Okay, that's
nice. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, the one that's left here is going to make an attack at him there. That misses. Just barely misses. He manages to dodge backwards, unharmed. Cool. It's gonna bring us to Orsana.
40. So, because it's my first attack, I've got 40 movement. 40, go here. Is that 10 just like flat on the ground or up in the air? Can I see the
it's moving through it would be considered difficult terrain. It's like shredded and torn up. It's like kind of all over the place.
Okay, but it's first, so I ignore that.
There you go.
I was more asking for shooting an arrow at.
Yeah, you can shoot an arrow through. It's not like yeah, you could.
It's not like jet barrier or something.
Yeah, it's you'd be able to shoot over it.
Hey, Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's marking? Okay. So then roll to hit.
Yeah, and because it's my first shot, and I get that extra attack? Or is it because they've moved first?
Yeah, no, you get it's your first turn, so you get an extra attack, yep.
Cool. One.
Oof.
That one.
That does not do it, unfortunately. That does do it. And that one, you just shoot it right through the neck, and it stumbles back like into the fog cloud. It is very dead.
Okay.
You still have one more attack if you wanted to try and possibly shoot like this guy up here. He would have half cover from the tent, though.
Okay. That's okay. I'm gonna do that. I can't move my Hunter's Mark.
No, because he died. You would not be able to do it this turn. Yep.
16.
16 does hit for 6 bits of damage. Yeah, you fire it, and it does strike into the little like hard fungal shell. It does not like that. All right, is that the end of your turn, Orsana?
If it's only the first. The additional attack of 1d8 damage, is that only in the first one, or on all three?
Yeah, that would be on the. I think that is on just the first one.
One additional attack as part of.
Let
if you
me
take an additional
check.
attack as part of the action, that attack hits, the target takes an extra 1d8.
Yes, so it would be. Wait a minute, hold on.
Take me to post it.
You take an extra attack action. You can make one additional attack. That attack hits. Okay, so the extra damage is only on the extra hit you make. So yeah, go ahead and roll another d8 damage. Yeah, go ahead and roll another d8 damage for this guy.
7.
7, very nice. So yeah, that one's looking pretty hurt. Awesome. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to the little mushroom men here. This one's gonna kind of scuttle out from over here. This one's gonna do the same. Just gonna do some scuttling. Little crab human legs. Let's see. I forget their range. Okay. Okay. See, this one is going to shoot at the lumberjack. It's going to be at disadvantage because he's out of its range. That misses. This one is going to try to do the same thing. No, good lord, they suck.
So is the tent count as half cover, like those two tents?
Yeah, like if you're behind a tent, I'm gonna say you have like half cover.
Okay, so this I don't know how to ping, but the one on the top left is half covered to me because of the tent in between us.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. This one on the top here. He's gonna go for the long shot and try to snipe you, Kellum, but he's gonna be disadvantaged on that one. Of course. So does an 18 hit even with a +2 to your armor class?
Yeah.
Silvery
Okay.
barbs.
Silvery barbs. Okay.
Yes. 2 silvery fishing hooks come out and knock it, and he has to roll again.
No, that's a fail. That's a big fail.
They knock it out of range of Kellum. And I'm going to give myself advantage on my next roll.
Good to know. Okay. So you do that. It missed.
Sweet. Thanks.
Awesome. That's gonna bring us to Honora. Is your turn?
Very good then. I am going to I would like to, can I get up close and personal with this monstrosity over here? Yes, I can, so I shall. And while I'm up close to it, I am going to cast daylight on my rapier and raise it up in this thing's face.
Ooh, nice. You see, it kind of shrieks and recoils from that. It does not take any damage, but while it is within the presence of daylight, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Nice.
Hey, it helps.
That is an actual ability. I gave these things. So, cool. So that's your action. That's your turn.
That is my turn.
Kellum, you're up.
All right. Oh no, not that measure. Could do that, but I'm not going to. I will go there. I will have. I'll basically do the same combo I did last time. So I'll have Ghost go do Life Drain. Here's your sheet for the Spectre. Ghosty. Life Drain. Oh.
Yeah, 9 unfortunately does not hit.
Of course it doesn't. There goes all my good rolls.
Yeah, you wasted them on investigating for
Yeah, trying for
kidnappers.
damn kids. They got more important things to do. No, okay, well, then I guess spend a second point to just go ahead and bonus action my. Actually, it's a say, and it's one action. Yeah, it's one action. Yeah, I think I did. Come on, cast. Why aren't you casting? Oh, there we go.
22 definitely hits. Let's go ahead and roll that. So it's 2d8, I believe.
I believe so. Slash.
14. Right. Very nice. Yeah, it just kind of like shrinks back and recoils. It is not like that the daylight. What's the range on daylight? What's the radius of that?
60 foot?
60 foot. It's very much in that range.
Is it 30-30 or is it 60-60?
It's 60.
60.
Very epic. So all of these things, except for that one, has disadvantage on that, on attack rolls and stuff. Okay. Is that your turn, Kellum?
It is.
All right, you see the lumberjack here kind of takes a step back from what he's doing, kind of just looks around at all you guys. He's like, I appreciate the help, but who are you people? And you see he kind of like points over to the tree and he's like, Jesus, what is that? And you see emerging from the tree line, because he's not doing anything with his turn. Another one of those giants, covered in the Ophio fungus, emerges from the tree line. You see it's like shielding its eyes up from the light spell. but it is muscling forward. That brings us to the giant's turn.
Of course it does.
Yeah, he goes right after him. He just didn't come in the first round. So let's see. Since you have the light, he's like shielding his eyes. He's gonna run up to you, Honora. Just one hand. You see, he's got this giant tree branch club. He's gonna try to hit you with a tree branch smackdown. That's going to be with disadvantage. An 18.
Hits.
All right.
Because it's not
That,
the crit.
yeah, at least it's not the crit. So that's going to
even
be.
if it was, I was going to
Oh
cancel it.
shit! 32 points of bludgeoning. That's like almost max damage. 32 points of bludgeoning damage as it
I
just
am
takes the tree branch.
unconscious.
You're
I'm
unconscious.
Immediately unconscious.
You get hurled back 15 feet, and you are down. This thing just runs up and just one hand and just
That being
decks
said,
Honora back.
my daylight spell is not a concentration, I don't believe.
Yes, so it is. But I believe
It is
if you go
not.
unconscious, it's still good point actually.
It is not a concentration. It's a 60-foot and
So
it
it
lasts
stays
for an
up.
hour.
Oh, cool. Let me just look at that real quick. But that is that thing's turn. Thumo, it is your turn. You see this giant runs in and just decks Nora, knocks her down to the ground. She's not moving.
I'm
I
going to
pick up my
say,
brightly lit sword.
I'm going to say something very cliche. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? And I'm gonna come fly this way. As I'm flying, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level healing word on Honora. Since you're at 0 hit points, you get the max. So that's
So that's what 12 plus.
4.
What's your 12 plus? So you get 16 hit points back.
Oof.
You come to consciousness on the ground after being just bludgeoned with a tree.
That's
What do you want to do with your?
nice.
What do you want to do with your action, Thumo?
Sacred Flame. Deck save.
Sacred Flame.
DC 15.
On the big guy.
Yes.
See, that is with disadvantage. So that's an 11. That fails.
It's gonna be 5 radiant damage.
Oh,
Okay. So yeah, you cast that. He is definitely not happy with that. It doesn't seem to do a whole lot to him. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's everything.
All of the shamblers are dead. Orsana, it is your turn.
Okay, I am. Can I move my hunter's mark to the big guy?
I believe he's within 90 feet, but yes, you can. Oh god. Yes, you can.
Okay, but I am still shooting the little one that I shot last.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Make your first attack.
Shots.
60. Yeah, the first one just shoots him right through like the center. You see he falls back onto the ground. His legs kind of curl up like a spider's. It is dead.
30. Yep.
You still have another attack.
Yep. I am moving first. Can I attack the big guy without hitting my own people?
Yeah. I don't do friendly fire.
Okay, cool.
aw,
Shoot.
Did you say all?
aw.
23 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for Hunter's Mark as well.
Not all like that's sad, all like that's adorable. He
That's
cares.
14.
Oh, okay. I was like,
14. You shoot the arrow. It hits him like right in like the shoulder chest area. It's kind of like, ooh. It is not like that. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do. Yep.
Okay. Back up to the top with the little boys here. This one is really not liking where it's at. It's just gonna try to spit into your ghost, but has like giga disadvantage. God damn, the 17 for the to hit the ghost.
Yep. Unless it like it's gotta do a crappy damage roll, but not.
Sure, the ghost has a pretty low AC. The ghost is gonna take, but I think it takes half of the piercing damage. So two.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna
It'll be
take
okay.
eight damage in total from that attack.
All right.
I'm rolling high on numbers tonight. This one's gonna scuttle down. This one over here is going to take a shot at you, Kellum. It does have disadvantage because of the daylight spell. So at 9, that's not going to hit. And then the other one is dead. Nora, it is your turn. You are conscious, but you are prone.
I'm going to hop back up.
You get back up.
And I have 15 feet of movement left, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Just enough movement to get up in this giant's face and swing my rapier that is with daylight in it at this monstrosity. Does a 13 hit by any chance?
A 13 does not hit, unfortunately. It goes to hit, but it just kind of brings the tree down and just blocks your little rapier out of the way.
Very well. I'm going to... I'm going to dodge as a bonus action.
Okay.
For my background. Yes, I can see that. Yes, so I'm dodging. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. That'll be your turn. Kellum, that'll be your turn.
All right. Curious, for me to be flanking, do I have to be all the way on the opposite side of him?
Yes, you would have to be here.
Okay, cool. That's difficult terrain, the tent?
The tent is difficult terrain for you to move across, yes.
Cool. Awesome. Does he have disadvantage because of the sunlight on just attacks, or...
On attacks, ability checks, and saving throws.
Okay. So I don't have advantage on attacking him.
No. No attacks on no advantage attacks.
Cool. All right. I will do that. I will bonus action that at a 3rd level.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing.
All right, go ahead.
I guess I'd just roll a d20 for it because it doesn't really have a weapon spot to attack with.
Yeah, I think you use your It's you'd use your dexterity or strength modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, it's finesse.
Yep.
That I went with, so that's 1d20 plus. Need my stat, which I'm pretty sure is 3, but I want to check. Oh, and come on, take plus 3.
What's your dex bonus?
Plus 3.
So plus 6.
Oh, plus 6. Cool.
So that would be a 14. A 14 does not hit as well, unfortunately. You go to hit it, but if you hit like a hard fungal plate, just like shave a part of that off. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it'll be my turn.
I have to make a correction. I am actually no longer able to dodge as a bonus action as I am wearing armor.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. So see here. You all see as the lumberjack just kind of takes a couple steps back. He kind of looks around, he's like, I think you all have got this. He kind of starts to just move back this way. He's not having that. The giant on its turn, you see as it kind of gets down on one knee and the spores on its back begin to bulge out. It is going to release a cloud of spores. So let's see here.
Sweet.
Kellum, Honora, and Thumo, I need Constitution saving throws from you three.
Con. You said Constitution?
Con.
14.
All right, so Kellum and Thumo, you both kind of like pull your shirts up over your nose. You don't breathe anything in. Honora, unfortunately, you were caught off just at the last second. You begin just coughing violently as you inhale a deep lungful of these spores. But that is its action to do that. So Thumo, it'll be your turn.
I did not.
Am I poisoned now?
You are infected with Ophio.
Oh, okay. I am gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a first level guiding bolt.
Lightning bolts?
Yeah, first level.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. An 11 does not hit, unfortunately. It just
Beautiful.
barely dodges out of the side. Anything with your bonus action or anything?
No, that's it for
That's
me.
your turn?
Yeah, it's a turn.
Alright, Orsana. That definitely hits. 19 does. Go ahead and roll your Hunter's Mark damage as well. Nice. Yeah, so you put another arrow into this thing. It kind of just like thuds back from that. You do another shot. Oh, there you go. Oh god, that's max damage too. So that is 8 doubles to 16 plus 4 is 20. And go ahead and roll Hunter's Mark. 5 doubles to 10. So that is 30 points of damage from that one shot. You see as the second arrow you fire just goes straight into its eye, as it just kind of like reels back, like it's blood starts pouring out of its eye. It is not down, but it is very injured after that. It is very hurt. Good shit. Okay.
Yeah.
The artillery. This one here is just kind of panicking from the light. It's going to try to shoot your ghost again with disadvantage. That's going to miss. And the other one is going to try. Let's see. It's going to just keep on. It's going to get like up to here so it can see a little bit. It's going to try to shoot at you, Honora, since you're closest. But it's going to have disadvantage. No, that's a big miss. And speaking of, it is your turn, Honora.
Splendid. Because I missed with my elite rapier before, I now strike it with advantage.
Yes, 'cause it's got that cool property that I can't think of the name of.
Swift property.
Yes.
How do you get that?
It's a Grim Hollow.
And I
Oh,
continue to
no.
roll like absolute bollocks.
It's a Grim Hollow specific property.
So with that in mind, I just switch the elite rapier to my other hand and pull out my candle on my dominant hand, and I'm going to use a bonus action to determine a tale.
Okay,
on
there
the
you go.
spirit table.
Yeah, you were just coughing very badly from this, unfortunately. Having a hard time
Yes.
swinging your sword.
And I have got the Tale of the Traveller, but I can't use it until I have an action available to use again. So
Okay. Is that your turn?
that will be my turn.
Callum, it is your turn.
Sweet. I am going to do that either. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and swing again.
Shadowblade?
Yep.
Okay.
1d20 plus 6. Come on, roll. I did it wrong. /R. That's right.
What's up next? Okay.
Plus 6. There we go. It's a little better. Probably still misses.
A 15 just misses, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. It goes by and just you barely miss. You just like carve off another sheet of like fungal armor. All right. Is that your turn? Any bonus actions or anything?
I can, as a next level rogue, disengage for a bonus action, which I will do.
Are you only a first level rogue or a
Second.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna disengage as your bonus action?
Yeah.
Very
then-
epic.
And then I'm not doing so hot in melee, so I'm just gonna back it up a little bit
Okay.
and start doing the spells that I'm much better at. That'll be my turn.
Okay. The lumberjack is just gonna chill right there. He's not getting close to that giant. He's just a dude. The giant. Let's see if it. Okay. It's just gonna pull off its tree branch again, and it's gonna try to smack you again. Honora with disadvantage. No, that is a nat 1. You easily just dodge out of the way this time, as it is blinded by your weapon that is covered in daylight. All right, Thumo, bring us to your turn.
We'll attempt another first level guiding bolt.
Okay.
21 to hit.
That will hit for 11 points of radiant damage. Very nice. It slams into this thing's chest, and it starts to glow.
Next attack has advantage.
Yes, it does. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
That's going to bring us to Orsana.
Helps if I unmute myself. You know what's coming.
Yep. It's been working so far.
Which, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
An 11 does not, or actually be a 13 because this is the guiding bolt. The 26 or 27 definitely does hit. Go ahead and roll with Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
Very nice. This thing is looking very hurt. You shoot it like in the neck this time, close to the neck, and it is looking so incredibly hurt. It's bleeding from all these different wounds, these arrow shots that you've hit it with. Okay, do you want to move at all on your turn?
I have nowhere to heal people and stuff.
Okay, fair point.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back. I'm not getting close.
Okay. The one artillery is going to try to shoot the ghost again with disadvantage. That's a 17 that'll hit.
Sorry, who was the artillery trying to hit?
The ghost.
Oh, okay.
So that's one point of bludgeoning and 3 points of necrotic. So 4 points of damage total. I think the ghost's taking 12 points of damage.
11 plus 4 is 15, but she's still around.
Okay, yeah. She's got 22 hit points, so you're good. Honora, it is your turn, and you did miss. So, the other one gets attacked. What am I talking about? It's going to try to shoot you, Honora, but it's got like way big disadvantage. Nope, that's a 10. It's your turn.
Very good then. I am going to bestow my Hail of the Traveler upon myself. So I am going to get temporary hit points in the amount of a d6 plus 4. So I have 6 temporary HP, which I will take because I am injured somewhat severely. I also get an increased walking speed by 10 feet and a bonus of plus 1 to my AC. So let me add that. Traveler. So, giving myself that hail, where I hear the song in my own head, is my action. I am going to, as a bonus action, disengage. And then I am going to use my movement to back that thing up. Let's go here. 40
Crossing
by this tree.
Let's say crossing the tent's going to be hard.
Yeah, the tent is difficult terrain.
Very well. Let's do 25.
You do 25, 40. If you want to do 40, you get like here.
Very well. That is what I shall do.
Epic. Okay. Kellum. This giant is so hurt. Is so incredibly hurt.
Okay. Hold on 1 minute. I'll read something. Oh, anyway. Cool. How far? Um, Ghost, I want to have go. No, fuck it. Never mind. I'll just throw another. Just gonna do another necrotic chill touch on the giant.
13 does not do it, unfortunately. Just it goes wide, just barely misses it. This thing is surprisingly quick.
Well,
Is that your turn?
yeah, might as well be. I can't do anything else of use.
All right. Lumberjack's not doing anything, so it's going to bring us to the giant. It's going to run forward up here with its big stomping feet. Oh.
No, I guess not.
All right. It's going to see you there, Thumo, and it's going to try to take a tree branch smackdown at you. Has disadvantage because of the daylight, unfortunately. That is a 13. That's going to miss. You duck out of the way easily enough. Speaking of, it is now your turn, Thumo.
I'm just gonna do like we're doing a barrel roll and in midair, and as I come out of the barrel roll, dex save, Sacred Flame, DC 15.
Sacred Flame, you say?
Yes.
That is a 6. Yeah, as you cast Sacred Flame, it is engulfed in holy fire, and it shrieks out in pain before it withers and kind of falls to the ground. Very dead. It is a dead giant.
Good.
Oop, no yellow. Okay. Is that your turn, Thumo, or?
How is Anora looking?
I'm alive. I'll live.
You'll live? Okay. I'll go ahead and stay right there. Get ready to start tearing down these artillery.
Orsana, your turn.
Yay, more of the same.
Are you gonna move your hunter's mark?
Oh, the thing's dead. Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna shoot from here on that one.
Are you shooting the one that's close to the ghost or the one that's above the ghost?
Oh, close to the ghost, yeah.
Okay, so that first shot, yeah, just shoots it right in between the eyes. It is dead. You have another shot if you'd like. The ghost got it pretty low.
Yep.
And yeah, you're definitely within. Yeah, you're definitely within 150 feet. Yeah, even with the +2 bonus, that still definitely hits. So -6. That thing is looking hurt. Shoot it right through like the little stalk. It doesn't like that. That is going to bring us to its turn. We're just going to scuttle down. It's going to shoot at you, Kellum, because you're within its range. 12. I don't think that hits.
It actually doesn't. It's amazing.
There you go.
My leather does something.
Anora, it is your turn. This is the last little guy. He's looking really hurt.
Wonderful. I am going to move a bunch of feet. 20 there. 15. So yes, I can get into melee with it, but with my 40 feet of movement. So I shall. And I'm really going to give it an honest try once again with the rapier and hope that something changes. No, nothing changes. I'm
dang.
very bad at the rapier. You know what it is? It's these gloves I'm wearing.
Sure, you don't have the right grip. Yeah, you just swing and a miss. Kellum.
Bonus action, I'm going to disengage.
Okay. Do you have any movement to move back, or?
Not.
Okay, so disengage, you wouldn't do anything.
Very well.
So I think you can bonus action dodge with the rogue thing.
No, I can only, with my rogue feature, I can only bonus action dash, disengage, or hide.
Oh,
with
okay.
my background feature, I can only dodge if I'm not wearing armor, but I am.
Gotcha. Yeah, disengage just lets you be able to move away without attacks opportunity.
Right.
Alrighty. Gotcha. That'll bring us to Kellum. Your turn.
Hey!
Oh, there you go. Yeah, roll that damage.
Slash
This one D6 or a D8?
D8.
So 2D8.
2D8. I don't believe it does anything. Oh wait, god damn it. Slash 2D8.
Oof, yep, there you go. That'll do it. Yeah, it just, you shoot it with this ray and it is just frozen solid. It cannot move. It is dead. It is very dead.
Okay. I start
There you
taking
go.
dancing lights to all of these mushrooms systematically. I don't even bother to try to loot nothing. I'm just, oh wait, I dancing lights Nora first, trying to get her to not be infected. Just bathe her in her own sunlight.
Yeah, dancing lights unfortunately is not enough to cure the infection.
But it does postpone it, right? Isn't that not what we did?
Slightly. It slightly does.
I think
Well,
the
I was
daylight
about to
rapier
say,
that I'm carrying probably does that.
I was about to say she's already bathed in her own sunlight, so
Yes, but once you're infected, the light does not have an easy time of getting rid of it. You need a lesser restoration spell at least to get rid of it.
right,
So I'm
right.
going to mosey over to Thumo and say, Thumo, do you have any lesser restoration?
I believe that's actually one of the ones I actually have always prepared. No, I don't. Not today, but I can prepare it in the morning.
Can I do it on myself, GM?
Lesser restoration?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, very well.
I didn't know you had it.
Oh,
Yep,
I
me
always
neither.
have it. I always have it. It's part of my innate magic. It's nothing to do with my training. I have a hand over my heart and cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
Cool. With that, you no longer seem to be infected.
Sweet.
Brilliant.
You guys all look over and see the lumberjack now, kind of just cautiously standing behind this tent. He has no idea who you guys are, or what you're doing out here.
Hello, are you Camilla's brother?
Professional mushroom killers.
Hey,
Where did the baby go?
that's what I'm trying to find out.
Let's go.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Make a perception check for me, Thumo.
Oh, shit. 24?
He's got a really nasty gash on his arm, and you can see like little tiny spores of Ophiofungus have started to sprout from it.
I will. I won't say anything out loud. But as soon as he starts, like, I guess he starts leading the way, I'll motion a Nora over and I'll point it out to her.
Okay, so you guys are just going with him.
Yes.
Okay. He's just gonna take off into the woods. He doesn't particularly know where he's going. But as he's running off, Thumo does point that out to you, Honora.
I will quietly say to Thuma, I can only do that once a day. I can't.
No, I just wanted to let you know that he lied.
Thank you.
All right. And as you guys start to head off into the woods, all of your passes are high enough where you can just barely hear the faint crying of a baby somewhere deep in the woods. And that's where we'll pick up next time, with the hopeful rescue of Camilla's kid. So yeah, there you go.
All right.
You guys, Clifford will be joining you soon. He was running, so he is on his way.
All right.
So he is a coming. Very nice, very nice. But yes. There you go.
Okay. Goodbye, my friends. We hope you enjoyed the show. I wish we could continue, but it's time for us to go. We'll see you next time at the Bardic Cauldron.